The Golden State Warriors have finally added a new guard to their main roster, signing 26-year-old Brandon Williams to a one-year, $2.6 million deal. Williams' name has floated around as a potential target for the Warriors all summer long, and in the closing weeks of August, Williams is officially a member of Golden State. This signing is definitely one that has made a lot of fans happy, as people have been asking Mike Dunleavy to sign a bucket getter and a scoring guard off the bench for forever now. The deal is essentially a low-risk, high-reward situation in which the Warriors get a dude that knows how to put the ball in the hoop. Over his first 4 years in the league, Williams has spent time bouncing back and forth between the NBA and the G League, but finally got a consistent role as the backup point guard on the rebuilding Mavericks last year. The 6'1" guard averaged 13 points, 3.9 assists, and 2.9 rebounds, playing 22.2 minutes per game, playing 66 games in total. His biggest strengths include his quickness and ball handling, which he uses to attack the paint. His bread and butter is definitely his isolation scoring, and a lot of his moves are very early 2000s guard-like, similar to that of Allen Iverson or Steve Francis. His arsenal includes a lot of hesitation moves, sharp crossovers, fakes, step-throughs, and floaters, along with some really solid footwork. He has no problem scoring over bigger and longer defenders, and somehow even finds ways to score in the paint in the pick and roll, even when his defender slips under the screen. He's probably one of the quickest guards in the league as well, so there are also times where his speed alone is enough to beat his defender to the basket. Continuing on the early 2000s guard talk, he's a decent mid-range shooter and shoots the majority of his jumpers at that range. When in isolation, he tends to use his forearm to create separation from his defender, which gives him enough space to knock down the mid-range jumper. He's also a decent playmaker, but I've heard that sometimes he can get tunnel vision since he does have a very score-first mindset, so that'll be something he will have to improve on. The biggest question about him is not his scoring close to the basket. We know he can have good scoring nights, as he had double-digit points in 50 games last year, but the biggest question is about how well he does everything else. For starters, Williams is a very poor three-point shooter, as he shot just 23% behind the arc last year, only attempting 2.3 per game. He's a career 28% shooter, and the numbers show that there hasn't been any improvement since he's been in the league. It's definitely a rarity for a 6-foot guard like him to have no outside shot these days, so it's incredible how well he's been able to slash the paint with no three ball. Furthermore, Williams is not known for his defensive ability whatsoever and is seen as somewhat of a liability. His 6-foot frame doesn't help at all, but he also doesn't put a whole lot of effort on that side to begin with. I would not expect him to make any crazy defensive plays, and along with his lack of three-point shooting, I think it will be hard for him to be a part of any closing lineups because of this. With these weaknesses, it's definitely understandable why Williams was left unsigned until now, but like I said, it's an amazing low-risk, high-reward type of deal for the Dubs. They haven't had a guard that can slash the paint like this since maybe Jordan Poole, so it gives the team options in what kind of lineups they want to run. It'll also be interesting to see how much Steve Kerr plays Williams, since he definitely doesn't play ideal Warriors basketball. I see Williams as a Kuminga type player, someone who can score no doubt, but we have no idea if he's going to do well in other aspects of his game on any given night. I would like to say that a lot of the remaining free agents left after July, including Williams, are usually elite at only one or two aspects of their game, and the rest of their game can be fairly neutral or weak. So at this point, any players the Warriors pick up aren't going to be that well rounded, but their strengths definitely serve a purpose on the team, and they give the Warriors more options to move forward with. With that being said, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the Brandon Williams signing. Do you think he's good enough to be the backup point guard for the Dubs? Once again, thanks for watching, and go Warriors.